Hi class. So this is my critical education autobiography. Um, let's go. So this is my poem that I created. It's called Roots That Teach Me. I was born where two worlds meet. In a Nicaraguan home on American streets, my parents' stories, strong and true, taught me to rise, to dream, to pursue. In classrooms where voices weren't all the same, I learned silence and I learned my name. Some teachers saw me, some looked away. Both shaped the path I walk today. I believe in voices bold and free, in classrooms built on equity. That every child deserves a space to learn, to grow, to find their place. Now I stand with hope in hand, a future teacher ready to understand, not just to teach, but to truly see the power of education and the power of me. So, this poem explains my story on how my culture and education are connected. It basically talks about being raised by Nicaraguan parents in the United States. I'm very blessed to have parents. You know, there are immigration. Immigrated parents. I'm very blessed. I wouldn't change a doubt who my parents are. Um, and how their experiences have shaped who I am today. Without them coming to the United States and giving me a potential to do, for me to go to school here and have a better life for them and for me, um, I'm really blessed. The poem shows how my family taught me the importance of working hard and value education, even when school sometimes felt challenging or welcoming. When I was in school, you know, just because I had a little bit of an accent, a lot of Hispanics, they're, children that are born from Latin students, Latin parents, they tend to have accents. And I was really, everyone was like thinking whether I was, Latin or not. And, you know, there's sometimes where like in school, just because of the way I couldn't pronounce some words, they would call me out. And but through time, this has helped me out. And through my parents, my dad and my mom, uh, education has disciplined me to the point where I know who I am and I'm happy. The poem also explains how my experience with teachers influenced the kind of educator I want to become. I had teachers from like elementary through all the way through high school that inspired me a lot. My first grade teacher, I repeated first grade. I did not know how to read, and my mom took me to this school called Coral Park Elementary, and I started this teacher, Miss Moss. She legit changed the way I learned how to read because of the school I was in. I was not learning how to read, and if one day I was able to see her, I would like to thank her. And she also made me feel supported to me and other students. As a future teacher, I want to become um someone that understands how important it is for students to feel seen and valued. And overall, the poem shows why I believe education should be inclusive and supportive, and how my culture plays a big role in the way I want to teach and help future students. I welcome anyone, honestly. Yeah, open arms. Everyone is a family, and you know, I'm really welcome to different cultures, and I want to expand my class to have better knowledge on different um culture and religion and whatever, vice versa. Uh, Based on this this whole content and what this poem goes between these two the what or the content and this. My identity shaped by my race, language, and life experience has influenced both the privileges and challenges I face and outside of the school, positive and negative educational experiences, so such as teachers who supported me and moments when I felt overlooked, have shaped how I learn and how I hope to teach. The social and political events during my schooling, like movements from equity and inclusion, highlighted the importance of justice and representation in education. I've always been a Democratic. I'm a Democrat, and I've always believed that everyone should be welcome. And when I was in school, um, I was getting to know about everyone's perspective regarding who the president is and this and that. But I was always open minded, and it helped me a lot. Together, these experiences and influences have guided me my journey into future teaching, inspiring me to create a classroom that is inclusive, supportive, and responsive to all students' needs while advocating for fairness and opportunity. I feel that as a teacher, as a future teacher, we need to be very work together and help build a community with these kids, because they are the future and we are helping them have so much knowledge when we're teaching them. And this is my autobiography. Thank you.